You don't want this. 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 Welcome to Weekend Sessions. Sessions.
Hey everybody, welcome to Weekend Session.
Oh.
Welcome to Weekend Session.
All right, y'all. That's it. All right, bye. I'm going home. April Fools.
Weekend Sessions. I don't see no logo no more, bitch. You slacking on the goddamn
The
tech
logo's
department.
up there. The logo's here. The logo is there. It's your phone.
Okay, bitch, maybe I want to see myself again.
See the background?
Okay, hold good. Give me back again. All right, I got a question. Welcome to Weekend Session. I'm your host, Adrian Ford, with my lovely co-host right here, Q the Content Guy. We are coming to you live home. Live. Yes, you hear it's Slade today. I wash my hair, so right now I'm giving you every bit of a high bun with a Mary J. Blige side down. Yes, and those roots are healthy. I'm just gonna let her gloat with herself while I take a sip.
He don't want this. He don't want this. He don't want this. Buzz. He don't want this. He don't want this. He don't want this. Buzz. He don't want this. He don't want this. He don't want this. Buzz. Okay.
I got a question before we start the show off. I want your opinion.
Well, let's start it off with a question.
Why do people get mad when you realize that you're not compatible? Like, y'all could be talking for a little bit, but y'all didn't ask those sexual questions. So when y'all do ask the sexual questions,
so the question should be, why do people get mad when they find out you're not sexually compatible?
That. So why do people get mad when they realize they're not sexually compatible? Yeah, you see the person's attractive, you're into the person, they're giving you what you want, and then you realize, oh my gosh, I'm a bottom and you're a bottom. What are we gonna do? Or I'm a top and you're a top. What are we gonna do?
But what's wrong? I'm gonna answer the question in a second. I'm gonna do what people hate to do. I'm gonna answer the question with a question. But what's wrong with? Okay, let me answer your question first. I think it's because, first of all, it's so hard to date nowadays, and I think it's one of those things where you meet somebody and you have a genuine, organic connection with them. Like, excuse me, we got this in common, we got that in common. We talk on the phone, we can laugh, we can talk deep, we can talk all kind of things. And then when it's time to get to that point, it's kind of like, oh, well, what are we gonna do together? But I saw this thing on YouTube. Was it YouTube? No, it was Instagram. And going through somebody's story, and they posted this lady saying, if you a top and he a top, then why y'all can't be in a relationship? If he a bottom, why y'all can't be in a relationship? Y'all can bump purses and munch and no. You know.
I don't think that a top and a top, because again, two tops, and we're talking about homosexuality, guys. Heterosexual, two heterosexual tops. I think that they're both going to crave or take it as a challenge. Like, I want the vagina. And I think that, not getting the vagina and either one of them are not giving it up, somebody's going to step outside of that relationship, or someone's just going to get bored or start entertaining something else, And my thing is, again, I asked this question with somebody else. They said, well, if you bring a third party into it and we're both two tops, I'm going to eventually catch feelings with that person and I'm going to want to fuck that person raw. I said, oh.
Well, where do feelings come in there, though? Because if y'all just hooking up, how y'all catching feelings?
But it's easy for somebody out of the bunch to catch feelings if they're, some, like the person said, what if I might catch feelings? I said, but if it's just a fuck, but again, They might catch
Look,
feelings on this.
because I'm a saint. And I don't do those kind of activities, those nasty, disgusting, homosexual things that you all gays do. It's disgusting. I don't do those disgusting, horrible things. Like Kim Burrell said, they're disgusting, and you know. And since I got ankles like Kim Burrell, I'm with her on that.
And you're built like her too. So I don't know. It's just weird that people just, they get mad with each other when they realize, again, and you made a good analogy. If they're not sexually compatible, why get mad?
I think it's
Why get mad? Why act extra?
I think it's because you spend time trying to get to know somebody, and again, this world we live in is very difficult to date and find a genuine person, even just a genuine person just to be friends with. So I think once you get, you like I said, you start to build it, and you start to them early stages, like, oh, I can't wait for someone to call, or hey, I got your text message, yay, or I'm texting you throughout the day, and then it's like all of a sudden you realize that y'all not compatible. But what about y'all compatible, but it's just not, I think we talked about this last time. It's just not good, but everything else is good.
Nope, I told you that already.
Oh, okay.
Not gonna work out.
Oh, okay. Well,
like you said, we live in the now, and people are about now situations. It's just not gonna work out. It's just not. It's not going to work.
Well, let me pull up my good binder, my note cards full of notes, and let's start off with breaking news. We have breaking news. Mr. William Smith, known as Big Willie, known as the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, known as the guy who smacked Chris Rock across the face.
Also, the guy they claim who has the best looking cheeks in the world.
Has resigned from the Academy. Now, earlier,
I think forced resign. I think those people said, listen, they let him have it in a meeting very professionally. And they said, these are your options. You resign now, or you face some legal stuff and this and that and this and that and this and that. So, and we'll make it look like you resigned. But honestly, I feel that, again, reputation is on the line for organizations. And I feel that they forced resign. They made Will force resign, and Will had no choice but to force resign because, again, it was his fault. And I watched more footage of that, like part, and watching Chris Rock's face afterwards and just how he felt. To me, I'm still like,
Chris
that
Rock's
was face afterwards. It just wasn't cool for me, and you can tell he was embarrassed. He was saddened. And I think D.L. Hughley said it best. Like, Chris Rock got kids and they seen it and all this other embarrassment and this and that. Like, it wasn't cool. Like, it was tacky. I feel, again, Will Smith, your wife, put your shit on the red table. We talked about this in our special. And she dehumanized you publicly. So now, she dehumanized you publicly, and now you're just on reactionary behavior to anything. But again, you're not looking at the source, who you sleep next to.
Well, it's a lot to unfold with this story. So earlier this week, he was given, I think, 15 days. The Academy. We're going to meet within 15 days. I think something along those lines, where a couple consequences could have went towards him. One was an expulsion. I don't think he was ever going to have to give his award back, but one was like expulsion and something else, some disciplinary actions. And I listened to a lot of people talk about the situation, and the stuff that he went through growing up, the stuff that he's gone through within the last, I want to say maybe what 2 or 3 years, however long Red Table Talk has been going on, and just in general, people thinking Will Smith is a punk and all those kind of different things just because of the way he carried himself. And I never thought those things about him. I just thought he was just a guy who just wanted to entertain people and just have a good time. So listening to Lunel, she was on her Instagram talking, and she was like, it's women who sometimes will have their men in the grave, and pretty much saying that, oh, you gonna let him talk shit about me and you're not gonna do nothing. Next thing you know, they at a funeral crying, or they in jail and this and that. And who Ricky Smiley said, him stick. So nobody has a problem with him sticking up for his wife. That has never been an issue. I don't think it's an issue. I know for me it's not an issue. I'm sure Adrian, for you it's not an issue. It's you walking up on stage and smacking somebody in the face that is the issue. So if you would have said, even if you just would have said, "Hey, keep my wife name out your fucking mouth," wouldn't nobody be talking about this now? Because that response would have been fine. Or if you would have said, "Okay, cool. So how do I get backstage? I need to talk to him." And Ricky Smiley was like, he should have said, "Let me go backstage. Let me talk to him," and be like, "Hey, what you said out on stage was disrespectful, blah, blah." And you could have given Chris the opportunity to say, "My bad, I didn't mean anything behind it," or "No, I said what I said." Excuse me. Also, on top of that, allegedly during dress rehearsal, Chris Rock said the joke in front of Jada and Will, and they didn't have a problem with it. I watched the interview with Will Packer. He did, and it's messed up because I think that's the most diverse the Oscars has been in a long time, and that's what everybody's been crying about. And Will Packer said Chris Rock wasn't trying to press no charges about all that kind of stuff. He said the police was going to escort Will out, and allegedly Will did not want to leave. And then people was like, "Well, he got his award." Well, we already knew he was going to get the award because he was it was talked about. He was the front runner. The other problem that I have, though, if this was a less known star, they would have escorted that ass right on up out of there. It wouldn't have been no thoughts. It wouldn't have been anything. They would have said, "Get your stuff. Let's go. We don't give a fuck that you about to win an award. We don't care about any of that stuff. Get up. Let's go." Why was he not escorted out? Why was he not escorted out?
Because he's A-list.
So, now you thinking you doing something, and then it's a video surfing like from a different angle where Will was laughing and Jada was looking at him. Now, again, I can understand her being upset about the joke. No issue with that.
I'm so over Jada. I am. I'm just over her and her narcissist behavior. I'm over it. I am. She just makes me want to smoke a cigarette, and I don't even smoke
anymore. She got you smoking out the window.
Smoking out the window.
So, more with this story, rumor is that he is supposed to be on what else? Red Table Talk to talk about this drama.
I hope he don't do all that crying shit, because it's way past all that. And my thing is, I don't know. It's all. I just blame Jada.
The crazy thing though is, for 20 years, Will Smith has been trying to get this Oscar, right? He has it, and then all this shit goes down, and now he resigns, and you already got what you wanted. So if you never get another one again in your life, you got what you wanted.
Yeah.
And then I was listening to the radio at work, and I'm glad the caller called in and checked them. But this guy was like, "Oh, Will Smith, he did what he had to do, blah, 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 and he made Chris successful." And I'm like,
no.
Chris Rock? Because you must be talking about a different Chris, because Chris Rock is successful.
You're talking about Chris Brown or somebody, but you definitely was talking about Chris Rock. Chris Rock has been established since the 80s. Let's not forget that. Yes, and Will Smith has been out since the 80s. Let's not forget that either. But again, comedy, music, and they both got into acting. They both went in their directions, and both of them were highly successful in their craft. So we will never discredit Chris Rock for anything he's done because he's done a lot, just like Will Smith has done a lot. But nobody made Chris Rock famous. Chris Rock made Chris Rock famous, hands down.
I wish they would just throw the table away, the red table, throw it away.
Shit,
We
she
wouldn't
probably fucked on a red table.
August. We didn't know any of these things until you got your ass up at that table and started talking. Nobody was asking. Nobody was like, "Oh, I wonder what's going on with Will and Jada's relationship."
Nobody saying because nobody thought about shit like that. They just like it's a socially awkward couple, and all right, that's just them. But I don't know. There's something about her. I don't know. She just been, yeah. And you can't sit there and say I'm just keeping it real. It's just your real sometimes tarnishes things. So I'm over her. It's like my thing is, and the thing is, when the media goes in on her, I don't feel bad. I just laugh right along with everybody else. I'm like, yeah, she's a mess. And Jada, if you're watching this, you're a mess. I said that, and I'm not a fan anymore.
Are you want to smack him, Will? Because we fights over here.
That bitch. Listen, we come from the same state, bitch. Try it if you want to, bitch. We come from the same motherfucking state.
Y'all both come from Detroit?
Yeah.
Well, Chris Rock ticket sales have went up. They down like 300 a pop.
I told you what Chris Rock needed to do.
Kudos to him. Speaking of another war show this weekend, we have the Grammys this weekend. I won't be watching.
I don't want to watch it.
I'm gonna watch the opening because Silk Sonic's performing. Outside of that, I'm not watching it.
Most likely, the way my days go, I'll probably be asleep.
Do you think anything is going to like happen?
I really don't care.
All right, moving on. Well, this is on your mind. We might as well go ahead and get this topic out the way. Yesterday was the homegoing for the beloved Tracy Braxton, who we miss dearly. They had a private ceremony and then they had a public ceremony out in PG County. I feel like I know where that church is at, but which I'm glad they had for the fans and stuff like that, because people really, really honestly, people love the Braxtons. People love the Braxtons and they love Tracy. So I'm glad that they allowed the fans to experience that moment. I happened to catch of course, I watched the one that was for the public. But apparently you have some tea about, and all of this is alleged, and we're going to say alleged multiple times, but apparently you have tea about the Braxtons mad at Kevin. I forgot how you say his last name, but mad at Kevin.
Yes, for eliciting her death. Okay, so this is all alleged. This is what they're saying. They're saying husband and management has planned a viewing.
Can you hold on 1 second? Because, anytime you have tea like this, I always feel like I need to get prepared. So just hold on 1 second for me, please.
Mm-hmm. Child, she gonna go get her pregnancy test. Or she probably in the bathroom doing crack. She just can't leave shit alone. I be trying to talk to her. I said, crack don't make you lose weight, bitch. You gotta just eat healthy. My point. All right. Are you ready? All right. So it says, husband and management have planned a viewing with Zoom links and funeral services against her final wishes, according to sources. It says Tracy did not want a funeral or a wake. She did not want people looking over her body. She specifically requested to be immediately cremated. There was a Zoom meeting that was made that made it clear what she wanted prior to her death. And her husband is trying to cash in on her name, a Braxton insider said. They also said Tracy's husband held a viewing last week, and none of her sisters nor the mother was in attendance. they refused and they declined to go. They also said they opted out of it. They said, but the father and the brother attended. And hear this, it's good. They said they were told, they said, sources said, when they got there to the funeral home, they were immediately turned away at the door for not being on the list. They said Mr. Braxton was upset about the situation, but somebody from the church recognized him and then let them in, and he sat in the fourth row, an insider said. Also, they said the father wasn't allowed to speak or say any words on behalf of his daughter, an inside said, but they're claiming that Tracy's husband is saying that this was her wishes, and that's why it's been all in all news networks that the Braxtons is upset with him because he's now eliciting the situation just to get some profit on for her death. So what they're saying is what the fans saying wasn't supposed to happen because Tracy didn't want that. They said she wanted to be cremated and wanted to be over, just a private thing, because what they shared prior, they already knew what the deal was. So putting it out there was, that's why when we look at the show, you didn't see none of the sisters up there, you didn't see the mom, you didn't see nobody, because again, they opted out because they said our sister didn't want this. So that's why they said a close source of the Braxtons went out, just allowed them to know that the husband was wrong for everything that he's done against the late Tracy Braxton's wishes. I got a drink for this one.
So again, as I was saying, all of this is allegedly. Allegedly. I don't know what to believe. I don't know what not to believe. I will hope that everybody made amends during her time. I know that based off of the show, the sisters were not, I'm not gonna say all the sisters, but certain sisters were not the biggest fans of Kevin. Tamar, excuse me. The way that the show left off, Tracy wasn't messing with any of them. However, I do believe, because they are a close family, and I think, well, not that I think, I know that the show itself put a strain on all their relationships, and I think once they got off the show, they probably got in a much better place. Hi, buddy. You want to be on the camera? You want to get on the camera? You got something to say? You want to say something to the people? Oh, he said he ain't got no comment.
So again,
Winston, no comment.
If this is true, it's kind of like shame on the husband, you know what I mean, for disrespecting her wishes. And a part of me reading that kind of believes that Tracy probably didn't want anybody looking at her or viewing her or none of that.
She was cremated.
Yeah,
her body wasn't there. She was cremated.
But having a viewing though of her body prior to cremation, I don't think that Tracy wanted that. You know, especially
what's your opinion about it?
My opinion is, if I have a wish, like, you know, everybody knows, like, if I die, I want to be cremated. You know, if I was a person who said I didn't want a service, I don't want this, I don't want that, just respect it due to my situation, whatever it is, respect it. Please don't have any service. Don't do anything if I don't want it. Now, I know that I want to be cremated. So if you want to have a service, please don't sit there crying at my service. Please have fun and enjoy listening to music. Go in, have a whole R&B station going and just vibe and have a good time. You ain't got to stare at me in a damn casket. You can put a picture of me up there like this and go in on that and just have a good time. But if somebody has a wish, like if you had a wish and you said, I want the grandest, gayest, whitest funeral one can have. I want doves in the air. I want 22 doves flying like a Leah head. I want to come out in a horse and carriage in a white casket,
And I want you girls to fall when my casket comes by. I want you girls to cry. I want you girls.
Do you want to check? You want an outfit change too?
I want an outfit change like Aretha had. I want one and just some regular shoes, and then I want one and some red pointy shoes like Aretha had. I want y'all to be singing I Should Wear a Crown, Lost Without You, Addicted Love, He Saw the Best in Me. I want y'all to sing I Want to Be Down. I want y'all to sing Before You Walk Out My Life. I want the grandest funeral, and I want all you girls to gag and trying to figure out how I passed away.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you this. You make me bad before you die, bitch. I'm adding Love on top in that list.
Well, I'll be dead, so.
I'm like, this is what she wanted.
And when you come home and see me sitting on your couch, now, bitch, why would you play that at my funeral?
Bitch. I mean, what you ask was like, bitch.
Bitch, why would you play that at my funeral? I'm looking right at you, bitch. Don't try to move. Bitch, where are you going? Sit back down.
I mean, bitch, and you won't leave until I answer the question. I'm like, girl, go into the light. Go into the light, bitch.
My dog is here. I think you want to be on. If I put the camera on you, you're going to run away. Watch. Say hi.
Hey, doggy.
Oh, I hope y'all ain't see that past due bill. It's been paid.
What'd you say, Kaya? Ooh.
Y'all see my outfit? This exclusive shit. I don't share with the world.
Trade, you like my outfit, yeah. Oh, they said that the House, real quick, they said that the House approves the bill to make marijuana legal.
Good. Marijuana doesn't kill anybody.
That's what I said. I said, bitch, a lot of people, but my thing is, marijuana kind of helps people with anxiety. Marijuana helps people living with HIV and AIDS. Cancer. Like, marijuana has its purposes. Marijuana calms people the hell down. Shit.
But also, it doesn't do any, like, it's not like drugs where you're going to be like, oh, I'm going to go out and kill somebody. I'm going to go out and do this. Like, if you're going to ban anything, ban alcohol.
How many? Bitch. You going too motherfucking far, bitch.
Well, go to AA. Well, no. Okay. They also approved the lynch bill finally. Now, when you write, I'm with you when you right, and I'm with you when you wrong. I'm with you, Governor down in Florida when you right. I agree with the bill that you just passed about kindergartners or third grade or something like that should not be learning about transgender and all that kind of stuff. I agree with that. I'm still trying to teach you how to do math. I'm trying to teach you how to do 1 + 1. I'm trying to teach you how to multiply. I'm trying to teach you how to read and how to read. I'm trying to teach you all those things. I don't have time to teach you about why Caitlyn Jenner, why Bruce is now Caitlyn. I don't have time for all that.
I ain't got time for Caitlyn.
Don't nobody have time for Caitlyn. I want a Caitlyn single. Caitlyn probably got a big muscular tray somewhere. Fucking that
sagging wagon, child.
Sagging wagon pale puss.
Oh, bitch, a sagging wagon pale puss, and she probably real masculine when she grunts. And this little black dude fucking her too. You like, ew. Oh, pale pasty.
You're like, Caitlyn, shut up. Bruce.
Oh, nasty bitch. Oh, nasty hoe.
Well, I just, the thing that, on a serious note, I don't like when somebody passes away and the family can't get it together. That bothers me. That happened to me at one point in my life.
Happened to me too, child.
It happened to you at one point in your life. It bothers me because it's like this person is gone. What are we fighting over?
Nothing. It's like a lot of it is guilt. You know what I mean? Guilt of unresolved issues you've had, but you transferred to somebody else to kind of soothe what you didn't or did do in those situations. And it's sad. It's sad. How my girls say, it's sad. And that's what happens.
Speaking of murder, we have two more stories about murder, y'all. It's a little bit serious topic right here. It's been 27 years since the beloved Selena has passed away. And in 2025, that bitch Yolanda getting out of jail.
Bitch, they gonna be waiting at that motherfucking door, bitch. When she get out, bitch, to whoop her motherfucking ass, bitch.
I'm ready to go down there now, honey. Listen to my bitty bitty bamba.
Bitch, somebody gonna be waiting outside, bitch. They gonna do a motherfucking drive-by, bitch. Somebody gonna get her ass. Bitch, she gonna come out there scared as hell. They gonna get her ass.
So people love to do this and with everybody who passed away. So I'm gonna go ahead and add on to it. Where do you think Selena would be at now?
I don't think the way music is now, I mean, she'll probably be still huge in her area and her craft, but I don't know because I don't know things that she wanted to pursue after. You know what I mean?
She wanted to cross over to American. I'm dreaming of trade and.
Then she probably would have been. She probably would have been good. I mean, she probably. I don't know if she would have. I don't know if she would have been like it in the 2000s. But no. I think she would have had her run through the 90s.
Oh, she would have been that girl in the 90s.
But as far as the 2000s and now, I don't think that she would be unless she got into acting or something like that. I don't know. I mean, she was a very pretty girl, but not as pretty as me. But she did her thing.
Well, in the 90s, you had a different face. Moving on.
Okay, bitch. Sickening then and sickening.
It was sickening. It was a sickening face. Yes, it was very, very skinny and very sickening. The face that you had back in the 90s.
Okay, well, we don't want to talk about what you look like.
I think you and Mary was going through the same things back in the 90s.
Well, the show already knows what you're currently going through. All right, let's move on. Yeah, this check's all right. With Richard Buckingham's name on it. Okay. Recall the night we had a fight because you stole from me. Oh, you lied to me. No shade, Adrian's gonna read. The night we met, you took me out. You wrote and bounced a check. Oh, nigga, I'll never forgive all the bullshit that you did. Identity, oh, nigga, you stole from me. When I fell asleep, I just had to read you, baby. Oh.
You know what before we get into the rest of the stories, let's because it's been heavy. I was thinking the other day, randomly, I went to the bathroom and I was like, sister, I never knew how much trade messed ya. Now everybody sees that nigga ain't no good for you. Hey, sister.
Ever since I slept with the trade, never mind.
Never gonna let Trey go. Oh, sister, I got my own trade. He got a good job in his own car.
Child, you gonna wake up Mr. Buck, child.
No, fuck Buck. I mean, hey, Buck. I'm mad at him right now.
Why?
He know why. He was on that same shit he was on last year, and I had to come through there last year, and I do it again because I want.
Wait, why Buck laying on the couch like this? Buck don't ever want to miss these live shows. I'll be like, go do something.
He will make me a cake.
Now, you know Buck can cook. When we come to the East Coast, we're going to definitely make sure that we get you a cake.
I don't want it now. Y'all wash your hands. Moving on. Y'all the reason the pandemic started.
Fuck you, bitch. You are the pandemic. What she say? Girl, all this panoramic going on.
I saw a picture of a guy. He was smiling like.
Bitch. Okay. On a side.
Hold on. I was watching House Hunters last night, and there was this real attractive guy on there, right? And everything was going really good until he started laughing. And when he started laughing, he was laughing. Then his eyes went like this. Bitch, it scared the shit out of me. I turned the damn channel. I said, could you imagine sitting next to him and you having a good time, but then he started laughing? His eyes like.
No, I'm gonna dismiss myself. Bitch, did you laugh at that TikTok video of that white boy doing Janet Jackson, bitch? She said, I love my job. And I said, bitch, I really hate people. TikTok will keep a hoe up all night. I'd be ready to go to bed.
In other sad news, we have 2 stories about 14-year-olds. The most recent story was the 14-year-old that took a gun to school for the South Carolina school shooting, who ended up shooting another classmate. And I don't know the whole story, but as a person who works in a school, I can say that these kids are different than what we grew up like.
Yeah.
And bullying and social media is a real thing.
Yes.
So I am telling people now, you need to pay attention to these kids.
And working along with school districts, like you said, these generation of kids are very vocal. These generation of kids really have no guidance and lack of structure. And the parents nowadays are young, and parents are they have no option trying to just be the kid's friend. My mother always told me at a young age, she said, I'll never be your friend, I'm your mother.
Say that
again
for the people in the back.
She said, I'll never be your friend. I'm your mother. She said, now we want to be friends. Go and pay the rest of this house, pay this mortgage and pay this gas and light bill and all this other stuff. Then we can discuss being friends. Until then, I am your mother. You will respect your place. And I never questioned that. And my mother always reminded me that she was mother.
I'm not one of your little friends.
My mother take you from the door. Oh, I take you. I brought you in. I'll take you out. Ain't nothing to it but to do it.
I tell my child that I'm not one of your little friends. Yes, I have a child
in DSS custody. But yes, moving forward to something else.
You've always been jealous of a relationship between me and my child.
Well, I mean, talking to your
child.
That
was a one-time situation.
Talking to your child behind a glass when you was in jail.
That was one time.
Too many, yes.
Anyway, bitch. And then the other stories, going around all over, the 14-year-old who passed away at the amusement park. Before I even get into that story, I want to say something about the woman who's going around and being a jackass, a dumbass, and anything for clout kind of bitch, who's saying that was her little cousin and talking about, oh, he came to me and he was like, cousin, I need some money. I'm too big for this ride. I'm too big for that ride. And then I didn't know that him calling me saying, yeah, I got on the ride will be the last time I talk to him. Girl, shut the fuck up, bitch. You don't know that fucking boy.
But they said this ain't the first time she's done something like that.
Stupid ass.
I mean, I get you going for the cause and you rallying all this other, but talk to the family first before you do something. And you sitting and claiming it's your cousin and you crying on TV and just getting all this media clout. I was like, girl, come on, girl.
You could have said, hey, I'm so it's hey, hi, Gail Waters, how can we help you? How can we get the information from the story? You could have said, yes, I don't know the family, but I just want to say it's a tragic situation and we got to do better. But your black ass get up. We got enough damn drama for black people this week, and then you get your black ass up there and want to lie about knowing the damn family.
Showed her ass
with them old ass out of style sunglasses
from the hair store. Soon as you walk in, that whole circle thing in the jig.
Soon as the door go beep beep, you see the sunglasses.
And bitch, that's her. And bitch, only in Florida, child. And the thing is, the boy wasn't even from Florida. I think they were down there visiting. I don't know. I don't think he was from. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I don't think the kid. I think they were visiting down there. But girl,
Yes, it's a lot going on. Apparently, the ride was malfunctioning. When the ride would go up, you couldn't see that somebody was sitting in his seat because it was that seat supposedly was not meant to be sat in. I was talking to one of our mutual friends, and they were saying that the boy only had like 15 more feet. If he could have just made it 15 more feet, he would have made it.
My thing is, could he have held on, or was the force so fast
the force was too much?
Ripped his hand to just go without like at least holding on to something.
Yeah, I think the force was too much, and then when you're on those holding those metal bars, your hands get sweaty and things like that.
He was a big boy for 14.
He was a football player.
300 pounds, like yes. Was he like 5-6 foot?
Something like that. Yeah.
He was a big dude, like.
But also, and as I'm sitting here thinking about it, I was thinking about it earlier this week. When I know for me, when I used to go to a theme park, because I don't really plan on going to any more anytime soon. Not because of that situation, just because of the panoramic and everything that's going on, and people
the panoramic, child.
And people just do too fucking much. And I've been a smack the bitch next to me on that roller coaster. I've been a Will Smith a bitch. I'm paranoid about stuff like that. So them people that sit you in your seats, they be over me because they're like, I can move this bar. Come here. They be like, sir, the bar can't go. Bitch, if I can't breathe for 30 seconds, that's okay. Push this motherfucking bar back as far as it can go back. I don't play them games. I don't play them games at theme parks because they're careless. I don't want to say they're careless, but they just click, and they're not going back to check you.
Right.
And roller coasters are scary enough. Like the force.
Child, you remember how you got on that roller coaster? We was over it.
I know one thing we was over, child. That green one, that shit that turned your motherfucking body inside out.
You listen. I don't know how people can do it and think that shit's cute. All about me going around the loops and hoops and shit in circles like a circus poodle. I ain't got time for no. Living a life.
All right, I'm going back to the bus.
And that's what we did. So y'all have fun. I need to rest this head because I have a headache.
So that was just it's sad. It's really sad. I don't know if you heard about the other story, and the 14-year-old and the 12-year-old cousins playing in the bathroom.
Yeah,
with the gun. I watched the video. She didn't mean any harm by it, but again, social media will have you doing shit that you're not supposed to be doing. They're playing with a loaded gun. She has the gun.
My question is, why do they have access to it, and why not putting safeties on anything? Why are we not locking it up? Like, why are these adults leaving these guns sitting around for these kids to find and think that it's a toy and play with it? So shame on these adults for like leaving stuff out. Like, why the fuck are y'all leaving shit out?
And you lost 2 people because she playing with the gun and then hit the gun, and then the cousin got killed. She fell to the ground, picked the gun back up, and held the gun a certain kind of way, and then killed herself trying to pick the gun back up. And they in the bathroom, and I'm like,
my thing is, and as sad as it is, I would charge the parent. Like, y'all left that shit out. Y'all should have locked that up in a safe. Y'all know kids is curious. When I was 12, I was going snooping through everything. Come on now, that shit don't change for kids. Their brain ain't fully developed to know right from wrong, and this that. They think shit's a toy. Like, what the fuck? So again, I feel sorry for both of the parents who lost their child, but again, the parent whose house that was, shame on you. I'm sorry. Like, y'all left that shit out, and those 2 babies are gone now.
Yeah, yeah. It's it's sad. It's truly.
Over people. Like Earth is just ghetto.
Let's go into a different direction. Let's go into a more positive direction, uplifting direction. A lot of a lot of people know that the Real Housewives of Atlanta trailer just came out for season 14, and it actually looks rather juicy. We have, let me go ahead and pull this up real quick. Mute this. Pull this up. Now, I don't know how much of the trailer I can show, so I'm just going to show the parts that matter, which is the drama, because that's all we really care about. But before we even jump into that, let's look at our cast member. Oh, hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let's go into the drama. The drama, honey. The drama of it all. The drama, girl. The drama. The drama of it all. The drama. The drama, girl. The drama. The drama of it all, girl. The drama. The drama, 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 drama. All right, can you see that?
Mm-hmm.
Let's play it.
Wow. Her, your mama, and your family. So disrespectful.
If you ever were to find something in my phone where a guy was like, yo, I could come give you a massage, you would have a problem with that.
She saw something different in the context.
You just said basically she's lying. That was pissing me the off. My husband was there when you said that you wanted to have sex. Don't have no husband buzzing my Christmas night. Anthony was never my husband because you never paid him. Are you shut the fuck up? I just want to talk. He doesn't know how to be a friend. He loves damn hoes. Everybody's for free. I give what you give to me. Now you wrong with me. You're full of shit. Hit him a little hoe. You can't hear me raise lap dog, bitch.
I don't have a lap dog, just to be clear.
Here, there you go. There you go, bitch.
My. Got me saying my. The girls are messy tonight. Yeah. What do you think? Oh, you want to get something to drink? Why so much noise back there? So, the show has cast members. Marlo, she finally got her peach. Candy is returning. Kenya has returned. You have two new cast members, which is one is Marlo and one is Sonia Richards, who's a Olympian gold medalist. I think she last competed in 2016, I think, at the Olympics. And the OG Sheree back. I have not watched Housewives for the last 2 seasons. No. I didn't watch the season last year. I didn't watch last season. I watched the season where they did the reunions over the camera. And I've been saying this to people. It's gonna be a make or break season for Housewives. My show is Married to Medicine. I love Married to Medicine. And my other show is Real Housewives of Potomac. I think Potomac has really taken that and ran with it, between Karen reading, Giselle and her fashions.
I love me some Karen.
Robin and her lesbian ways. And
yes.
I think that Housewives has to really bring it up. Now, I will say Sheree is my girl. Sheree has always been my girl, so I'm glad to see her back. Candy ain't going nowhere.
Sheree is a reader, though, and that's what I love about her. She read for filth, and that's what I love about Sheree.
I don't know why people want Phaedra to come back so bad. Because I'm
No,
like,
we're good.
yeah, she ruined somebody. She could have ruined that girl's career, her life. Why y'all
Yeah.
want her to come back so bad?
I don't think they'll ever let her back on.
I don't think they're gonna let Nene back on ever again either.
No, Nene ain't coming back.
So yeah, I'm interested. I'm gonna be doing some reviews on it. So look out for that May 1st. It'll be interesting to see how it goes. I'm more curious about Married to Medicine than anything, but it'll be curious. Are you gonna watch Housewives?
No.
Okay. Yeah.
No. So no, watch because I'm curious. I want to see how the dynamics go. So I'm gonna watch it. And you know who I like to watch on that show anyway.
Kenya Hormore.
I love Kenya. So Kenya, at first I couldn't stand her, but like later on in the seasons, like Kenya became my favorite person. I don't know why. And me used to go back and forth about Kenya and Nene. You was team Nene, I was team Kenya, and we would just go back and forth. I mean, go in on it. So yes.
It'll be interesting.
It should be.
Do you think reality TV is dying?
Yes. No, I can't say that. It's just the world now is just like the world has ADHD and we're all over the place. Like we're here, we're there, we're doing this, we're doing that. I don't think people just really don't have enough time in a day to just like sit down and really watch. Like I think of myself, I'm like, oh, I come home at a decent time. By the time I do everything, you know me, I never had TVs in the house. And anybody who knew me back then, they knew I didn't have cable, none of that stuff. I just didn't watch TV. It just wasn't. And people were like, how you get this thing? You got no TV? I was like, because I don't watch it. And I got a TV, but every time I turn on the TV, I fall asleep. So it's kind of like, yeah. And I even went out and bought a huge TV recently, not too long ago, and still really, I mean, every now and then I'll on a Sunday where I get done cooking for me and Mr. Bot, I go ahead and watch First 48. But anything else, I mean,
you know how I feel about the First 48.
Whatever you want, whatever trade need, anything trade one done, baby, I'll do it. Naturally, 'cause I'm
every city,
it's all in me. It's all in me.
Speaking of Whitney, this got to be a Pat Houston thing. We're getting another behind the scenes, never seen before interviews and specials about Nippy coming on tomorrow night. I don't know what else we can see, what else we don't already know, and what's going to be fresh and brand new for us that we have not already seen. Pat, sit your ass down someday.
Sit your ass down, Pat. Pat just make you want to Will Smith her ass. Pat get on my goddamn nerves. Pat, let the woman rest. Whitney been dead for 2 weeks and you out here exploiting her. Girl, leave Whitney alone. Shit, we already know the story. We already seen it. We know the truth. We know how she died. We get it. We understand it. There's nothing else that you can say about Whitney Houston that we just don't know or won't surprise us. We get it. You know what I mean? Take away the personal demons she dealt with. Honey, Whitney was an amazing artist. And that's the way we want to keep her legacy. Like, I'm leaving.
If I told you that I wanted to see you, and if I told you that I'm glad to believe you, and if I told you that, I said if you and I for a lifetime, together forever. Oh, oh, oh. She said, "This is the Motel 6 heartbreak. This is the." You said you'll always leave the light on. And you said, oh, you said, you are so beautiful.
Okay, I'm back. All right, but yeah, Pat, girl, I'm done with you. I'm gonna leave it like that.
I'm done too. That's all our topics, y'all. That's all our hot topics this week. Oh, no, it's not. Let me pull this one up, honey. We pull her up, growl. That's what her name. Oh, honey, America's a model, honey. Let me pull her up as reporting on page 6. Honey. People magazine, honey. Miss Blac Chyna claims that she receives no child support for her kids. No child support.
Trying to get a fucking real job.
So apparently over the week, Chyna put a post up saying, you know, I had to sell both of my cars, and you know, I don't receive any child support from neither. Basically, you know, I don't receive child support. As we know, Blac Chyna has 2 kids, one by rapper Tyga, and the other one by the Kardashian that nobody sees, named is Rob Kardashian. Blac Chyna thought that she could get Rob Kardashian because nobody else is messing with them. So she thought, you know, I'm going to grab this one because the family ain't really paying him no mind. Well, tricks is on you because Rob wasn't fucking with you after a while. So, in response, tweets from Chyna in which she says she receives no child support as a single mother. Both Kardashians, Tyga reveals their both Kardashian and Tyga. Am I saying his name right? Tyga or Ty? Yeah, received their financial contributes. Rob says, I pay $37,000 a year for my daughter's school. I handle every single medical expense. I pay for all of her activities. I have my daughter from Tuesday to Saturday. Why would I pay child support? LOL. Tyga responds, I pay $40,000 a year for my son's school, and he lives with me Monday through Saturday. Why would I pay child support?
What the fuck she want? She need a job. Ross is hiring.
Well, here's my thing, sis. What they paying for? Cause you a part-time mother.
Yeah, they got these kids half the time. Like, girl, Ross is hiring. Get a motherfucking job. This is what I get. You might have listen. Get a motherfucking job. Like, I don't get these mothers want to sit on their ass and want money, money, money. Get on your ass and get a job too. They working and this and that, and they're parents just like you.
That's because
they got the motherfucking kids. That's what the part to get. That's what gets me. Bitch, they got your kids.
She thought her puss was going to keep him.
No, girl, ain't nobody worry about you, girl. Ain't nothing but Project Plus, child.
And no, he don't want that puss. He don't want that puss. He don't want that puss.
Like you, girl.
He don't want it.
No.
And girl, what the fuck is you? Girl, 47 plus 30, 40 plus 37. That's a lot of damn money.
That's 30. You said 37.
37,000 plus 40.
Okay, so you got $77,000 a month.
A year. Because you ain't got the fucking kids.
I'm over her. And
What
her,
am I paying child support
I'm
for?
over her and her welfare witchcraft. That's what it is. I'm over it.
She get it from her mother. I had a story, but I ain't write it down prepared for y'all. So we'll share it for next week's episode.
Yes. Next episode is the season finale, so we have to make sure that it is something amazing. I think for the viewers, we should give our viewers 2 positive stories for the season finale. So I'm going to work with Team Adrian in our background. I know you're going to work with Team Q Content Guide to get a delicious story. Q's going to get his story. I'm going to get my story. We're going to share with you guys for the season finale. I'm so excited to do this. In all these episodes just building up, we just been building and we're just building and we're building. And, and we thank you guys, for being along with us, all the way up, for our first season. So, and yes, bitches need breaks too, preparing this show and advertising, all that. We all need breaks too.
Yes, after next week, we're taking a little break, as Adrian says, and we're actually going to come back with a surprise for you all in May. So, be on the lookout. Now we'll take a look. Now, if something major happened, we'll do like a quick little report, as we do, because we're reporters. We report the news, whether it's straight or gay. We report the news. Even though I am straight and Adrian is non-binary. We report the news, and this episode was a little bit more serious. We're going to talk about some serious stuff going on in the world.
Yeah. I know our fans like, bitch, I ain't laughed. Well, bitch, I laughed at you.
Y'all laughed. I laughed at y'all.
But every now and then it's okay to be serious and talk about how.
What's the problem with you girls? If you girls be more serious, you wouldn't be in the way.
Never mind. But no, again, I really feel that I think our season finale has to be a great finale. So we have to.
We're gonna bring it to y'all. We're gonna bring
it. I say positive. Start off with a positive story at the beginning, and then with a positive story at the end. So that means that we, Q and Adrian, we got some work to do, which is not hard, but and I tell people when I read these stories, I'm reading word for word. So, and I just sometimes when I read fast, it looks like a flow. But yeah, we're going to have fun with this. But again, I do appreciate you guys. Just follow us all the way up to this. Season 2. Who knows how it's going to be, what it's going to flow. But just know that season 2 is going to be juicy. Wherever it leads us and whatever happens from that meantime. But again, on behalf of the Weekend Session show, we thank all of our viewers who watch us, because you encourage us to just keep on keeping on. And I got no filter and I'm working on it, but I don't think it's gonna change no time soon. I say what y'all fucking thinking, bitch. Whatever the fuck y'all thinking, I'm gonna say it.
I'm the classy one.
Child, you might like classic lays. You may be listening to classical music, but you being classy, you might even run a classy cab, but you being no.
I'm classy.
Bitch, you a hood bitch.
I'm classy.
Bitch, you were just fighting last week when you was in Atlanta.
I'm classy. That was my past. I'm moving forward with my future.
But we love you guys.
Everybody enjoy their Friday. I'm going to go enjoy mine. I'm going to go help my child with his homework because he's not doing good in school right now because I've been busy being a working mother. And sometimes, things like that,
Chyna, you hear that? Chyna, do you hear that?
Sometimes it's just
Chyna, do you hear this?
Being a single parent and you
Chyna,
don't get that kind of money.
Chyna.
I just want the best for
Chyna.
I just want the best for them. That's all.
But
he done dropped something. Hold on. Bye, everybody.